Hello and welcome back to Throwback Thursday. As I mentioned last week, this week we'll be doing the 11th Hour, the sequel to the Seventh Guest. But before we get started, I have to apologize for the last video. I got it mixed up with another game. The games, the Seventh Hour and this one, both are available on Steam. Um, However, I had some issues trying to get the Steam version to capture correctly. So I actually will be doing the original DOS version. But first, let's roll the intro. Alright, well, welcome back. So, first thing I want to do is just kind of show off the game a little bit before we actually start the game. Uh, the way the games were packaged back in the early 90s and before is a lot different from the way they're packaged today. I don't remember what year it was, but they set a new box standard, which everyone that you recognize today, to be in like small boxes like this, about the size of a double DVD case. Well, this is Heroes 5, but this is just an example. So this is where they are now with the new standard. And this is just an example of one of the sizes that you could end up getting your original games in. But in addition to, having a large box, the reason why a lot of them varied in size because you got all kinds of neat little trinkets inside. So let me see if I can get you a good close shot of the front cover here. And then the spine. So yes, this is kind of going to be an unboxing. So here's the back. A couple pictures of the game and the description of the storyline. And what's this down here? Oh, yeah, just features and whatnot. And the system requirements. A lot of back then, the older you go back, you really had to make sure that you read the system requirements before you just bought and started playing the game. Unlike today, if you have a pretty new or a recent computer, it should have no problem running it. But I can't show you the first disc because it's currently in the drive. But the level of detail that they put in this is kind of this nice embossed cardboard flip book that has all the discs in it. Really cool. It's just the extra level of attention and care that they put into their product back then. It was crazy. And you only see this kind of stuff with like maybe the collector's edition of releases of games now. And then along with this inside the box, you have this a little booklet that instructions how to install. And I figured I would read the minimum system requirements because it's actually kind of comical, because you must have an 8486 DX266 megahertz or faster microprocessor. 66 megahertz. I'm running a system that's got 8 cores and it's running at 4 gigahertz. So that's quite a bit faster. Only 8 megabytes of RAM. That's actually kind of funny to me because I remember there were some new games coming out and I was struggling to scrape up enough money to get another 4 megabytes of memory in my computer so I can play certain games. 4 megabytes of RAM today isn't nothing. But to get the extra 4 megabytes of RAM, it cost me like almost a little over $100. And so it's a lot compared to what they are today. See, local bus video. I don't have an example of a local bus video card here to show you. If I ever come across one, I'll be sure to show you in a future Throwback Thursday episode. A CD-ROM drive with a 300K per second minimum transfer rate. A sound card with PCM, minimum a hard drive with at least 4 megabytes of free space. MS-CDEX and MS-DOS 5.0 or higher. This also runs under Windows 95, and of course a mouse. They recommend a Pentium P60 or faster. 16 gigabyte card, 2 megabyte PCI video card. Yeah, so those are actually kind of interesting. So it's kind of neat. Now, one of the other features that you would typically find in the big box games back in the day is usually have something, maybe another envelope or some other things underneath of all the other stuff inside the box. You still find some of this stuff, but not so often. You know, in this case, the 11th Hour came with Virgin Software's software catalog, where you could like see what other games they had out and available at the time. This was actually really just the extra attention they put, you know, to their games. I don't think that there's an order form in here. Actually, I don't even think they have a website. Yeah, here you go. How to order. You gotta call this 800 number. And have a credit card for your orders only. So, and then, you know, they include like stickers to show your support for Trilobite software and Virgin Interactive. A lot of the games came with sampler discs, so you can, you know, playable demos and non-playable demos of their other titles. Let's see, your warranty, blah blah blah. Here's an ad for Jazz speakers. Just regular cheap desktop speakers, nothing fancy about them. Going for like over $100. And these kind of things you pick up at the dollar store or Big Lots, you know, and get dirt cheap. They're not USB, obviously. They're powered speakers. Crazy. Sorry about that. Okay. And they have, you know, contests where you can, you know, enter to win the next title that comes out. Let's see, how to get, where to get, when to get it. Oh, okay, so this is if you're missing a disc or a damaged disc, or you need new menu or manuals or whatever. You can. They tell you how to get replacements, and if you run into errors loading the game, like not enough memory and whatnot, they walk you through all that. Order forms for the novels and strategy guides. Let's see. Oh, since they put all the stuff in there, it takes away from their, it adds to their overhead for their titles. So they have to make sure they get a large enough return to pay their employees and continue making games. And this is just another way they do that. They include miniature mail-in catalogs for like different merchandise, watches, hats, t-shirts, posters, cups, etc., etc. And this one came with two. This one came with a thing for the 7th guest. So I guess if you didn't have one in your 7th guest copy, you can take it out of the 11th hour. Let me see here. At the very bottom, you know, where to mail your check and all other stuff, or credit card information. Order must be postmarked by June 30th, 1996. So, this is pretty cool. This is all the kind of neat little extra stuff that you would get in the old big box games, which I have more that I'll do in the future. But enough of showing off the little quick unboxing. As I said, I couldn't get this to record the stream properly from Steam, so we will actually be playing through DOSBox. This game, like I said, is sequel to the 7th hour, and it was released in 1996. So let's go ahead and switch over here to the DOS mode here. Once again, interactive movie puzzle game, horror setting. Let's see, Trilobite, all that stuff. So, since I don't remember how the 7th guest ended, I'm assuming this is going to pick up somewhere right afterwards. So here we are. Oops. There we go. Whoa. What did I do? Oops. Okay. Here we go. Okay, how do we start here? Well, we'll just do go. Go back. Ah. Alright. Let's see this. Change setup. color depth. Full screen, interlaced. Sound played in stereo. I'm not sure what hardware page flipping is. I'm not going to look it up right now. Animation displayed normally or in spooky mode. Let's do spooky mode. You may watch the DOS version includes the making in this Clandestiny trailer. The Steam version does not include the trailer, but it does have the making 11th hour. So let's the 11th hour first disc. Groovy. It would have been awesome if they could have got Bruce Campbell to say that when that pops up. That'd have been pretty cool. Those of you Evil Dead fans, you know what I'm talking about. Brighten till 11 is just revealed. Oh, inside the eyes. Okay. And once again, I don't think you can skip all of this, so you gotta watch it. It's been a long time since I've seen it, so. I believe in the 11th hour they had quite a bit more of their live action video throughout the entire game. Whoa.
State police have called off the intense search for producer Robin Morales of television's Case Unsolved. Morales was researching a story about the famed haunted house in the small town of Harley-on-Hudson, the abandoned mansion of Henry Stauff. Police have expressed concern that Morales' disappearance may be connected to a series of killings that have plagued the Hudson Valley this year. So far, 4 women and 3 men have been victims, fitting a pattern of homicide.
Alright, we're cutting back in after like another 3-4 minutes of video intro. We're here at the house. The blind mice is a good something.
3.
So, I guess is like the first puzzle, I guess. I guess we didn't have to do that one. So now, knocks on the door, and now we're going in. At least it brought a flashlight. Alright. Hopefully we don't have to watch too much more video before we get to our first puzzle. Oh, wow. Well. Okay, let's see here. Let's go up here. Let's.
Winter cold, warm for a mixer.
Okay. No. Okay, close. Guess you can't gain access to the settings here, so it doesn't look that bad now. So let's go to a familiar. Holy crap! Okay. All right, here's a puzzle. Okay. I guess. Oh, okay, so we gotta swap the pieces around. Wonder how long this is gonna take. Okay, let's do this. Huh. Wait, wasn't there just a little arrow? Oh, okay. Oh, an eyeball. Huh, puzzle. Green, red. Okay. Okay. That's not what I want you to do. What a pain in the butt.
And if at first you don't succeed,
try again. Okay, well, this has just been 2 puzzle examples. Obviously, we didn't solve anything, and I ain't got time to Google it. Well, you didn't have Google back then, so you can imagine how frustrating it could get trying to solve these puzzles back then. But so, and I guess these
it would help if you weren't an illiterate.
You're doing fine.
So, I thought, oh, come on.
Better to shelve this one, eh?
Hey,
You're doing fine.
So, yeah. So this has been the 11th hour. It's just an example of some of the games that we got to play back in the day. Let me know in the comment what you think, what you're looking forward to next Throwback Thursday episode. Like this video, comment, share with your friends, and if you haven't already done so, be sure you get subscribed and keep coming back here for more gaming videos on So That's Gaming.
Library, have you?
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Don't give up, Carl.
Don't give up, it says.